Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the third war of season 42. We're going up against Salty, Scorpion, and Spider-Man 2099 along with Ghost, our band. So with the addition of Torch being blacklisted, a lot of the best science options are out of the mix here, which is partially why I am bringing in Spot and Overseer to take probably the two most difficult mystics on the current map. Got to give credit to Salty here. According to our planners, this was one of the most difficult defenses they ever had to plan. So I think our guys are definitely taking some notes here. And by the nature of that, we had to send very specific counters to very specific fights, which is why I'm taking 3 fights. One of them is a walk in the park. One of them is very difficult, but one that I've done before. And one of them, I'm not sure if I can get through without dying, and we're going to see how it goes later. It's a really, really tricky fight, and the first time I'm taking it. So the first fight of the war is going to be against this Kitty Pryde. She does have the tactic. I was told I could bring Nimrod or iDoom, and I chose iDoom because my Nimrod is only rank 3, and I knew that he also has the tactic and access to cowardice. So we're going to be charging our heavies, and when we knock her down with the heavies, it puts on a cowardice, which gets rid of all of the prowess. And basically, we just want to land one intercept at some point before we throw our special 2, and the special 2 in the aura is going to probably come close to one-shotting her. You'll notice that because at times she gains multiple prowess at once, that's why we have these what are they called, energy vulnerabilities on us. So we get the intercept, we heavy, we do some power burns off of the special 2, bait one more special, and this combo is going to get her down. So not difficult at all. Nimrod would have certainly worked, but that was kind of fun. I enjoy using iDoom. He's a newer champion for me, and it was nice to get him going. Now here is an example of feeling the Torch ban a little bit. I did take this fight last season with Spot, and I think I learned a lot. The thing with Spot is there are multiple ways to amplify your damage. There's his Sig ability, which is basically like you can make the entire special 2 have lots of burst damage. There's the Fury by baiting a heavy or a special. And then, of course, because of ebb and flow intercept, landing an intercept during your untouchable is really important. So let's narrate this fight. We start with portal block, bait a heavy, building up some spots. He gives us all 5. We bait this heavy, and now we just start exchanging hits. I get 1 intercept from the untouchable. Since he's in Uru form, we're not doing a lot of damage now, but the point isn't to do damage yet. It's to build up to a special 2 with a lot of dormant ruptures, and he's behaving pretty well so far. I was a little worried about getting kind of like heavied in the corner, but here we go. We dash back and we intercept, so that was done nicely. We have just the Fury from the node. We don't have any extra damage, but that's more than enough to take him down that much. Now we got to be on top of our heavy punishes to keep him out of his forms, and things are looking pretty good here. We still have a lot of health left. The only damage we've taken is a little bit of block damage here and there. Okay, we go back into untouchable. We have the Fury from the node and the Fury from our kit. I figure if we can just throw off one more special 2 with these Furies up, we're going to be fine, even though it's not like a maximized Fury. And that's it. So yeah, he is a very, very good, solid counter here. You got to stay on top of the heavy punishes, and you have to realize, like, don't try to go for his max damage. Just go for as much damage as you can do to get him down and still live. So finally, we're going up against this Longshot, and in my opinion, I have a little bit of an unideal matchup here, but it was the best that we could do. And that's how war planning works sometimes, you know. The issue with Overseer is that he does place debuffs, like the special concussions, and he does have buffs, but he is immune to Nullify, and he's immune to Fate Seal. So my game plan is bait heavies and do medium light so that we don't do the prowess puncture, and also the retaliation damage from a Sig 200 is going to be a lot. We're not going to really be able to control the Pure of Heart because we're not really planning to land debuffs. So we're really good at the baiting of that special 1 as often as we can. We've taken off a solid chunk, but you can see between Mystic Dispersion, between the Karma that is giving him extra power gain, and between the Conflictor on the node, we are going to have to deal with some special 2s. Now, because we are immune to Fate Seal, the really dangerous instant Incinerates will never trigger on us, but that little Incinerate from his kit when in Pure of Heart will. So things are going fine, but I believe the first mistake is going to come right about now. Look at that insane power gain. So we go into Cosmic Mode, but there's a few issues with Cosmic Mode. It asks you to go light, and that's going to mean the prowess puncture is going. So here, I practiced punishing him off of the special 2 block, and it didn't work that time. He was too fast. I practiced dexing this heavy in the corner. It's not always the most consistent thing for me. But now I opt for doing as much damage as I can while still in Cosmic Mode. I figured that wouldn't push him to a special 3. There we do have to block a special with a bunch of prowess puncture on us, so that definitely hurt, but we are still in position to win this fight. I don't know what happened there. I dashed back and he clipped me somehow, even though I felt like my dex was good. It was something about his combo speed. So the only thing I can do now is throw my special 3 and hope that it kills him, because if I took one more blocked hit, I was going to die. And I think you kind of know where this is going. He's got 1% health. I try to retaliate, and you know, we're even nailing the mini games. Like, I'm doing everything I can here to try to not die, but you know, my invuln is long gone. Plus, he would have stunned me anyway, so I know I'm dead here. And yeah, that was just a huge drag, man. I really do not enjoy fighting Longshot, and when he's got all this extra power gain. So now, insult to injury here, I check how much health he had left, and it's literally like 597 health, right? So like one more hit would have killed him, one more crit in the match. If I was running more points in courage, like whatever. The way I look at it, I really did my best, right? I mean, aside from me playing absolutely perfectly, I feel like I did my best. I did what I could for my team, and I ended up dying. And unfortunately, that's my first death with SSX since returning last season. So the deathless streak is over. But it's a pretty rough node, man. And like I said, I was just doing my best. You know, I'm just like a 30 guy sitting on his couch at midnight playing a video game. And you know, I didn't live through that fight. I think everyone's gonna be fine. So Salty is one of the best alliances in Alliance War right now, and they are definitely gonna win today. So I feel like, obviously, I wish I didn't die there, but also it wasn't like we're gonna lose by one death. I think I learned a lot. I think I learned a couple strategies. If I do have to take that fight again, there's nothing like taking a fight for the first time to really learn all the nuances of it. And I know I've seen people die there before, like our opponents did in the first war we fought there. So I really don't feel that bad about it. It was just a drag that it was so close like that. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this war video. And yeah, getting to use Spot and iDoom was definitely a highlight for me. And learning that, you know, Overseer does have limits, especially this season when he doesn't have the tactic. So I'm definitely going to be talking to some of my Overseer loving friends to see if they have any tips for how to get better on that fight. And maybe we'll see it again later in the season. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.